be a weird vlog. These are kind of like little random thoughts of all these teenagers that's going around these days and how they're acting. First and foremost, if y'all have teenage kids, please take a very, very, very concerned interest in what they are doing these days. The reason I say this is because I have a few teachers as friends, and I have a few teenagers. And then I have everybody's teenagers who just kind of hang out at our house. So I'm kind of in tune with the teenage stuff these days, I think. More in tune to the teenage stuff than I was back when I was a teenage. The big thing that has come to light this week to me is the thing of, you know how back in our day, we would cut ourselves with razors. Or actually, it wouldn't even be on our arms, on our wrists or anything. It'd be hidden because we were called cutters. Well, I'm not sure what they call them today. I think they just plain out just chop it all up as emotes. So, anyways, that's the big thing today, is for you to take your fingernails and dig into your wrists. Could somebody explain that? What are you gaining from that? You're not really doing no damage. You're going to leave a few little scars, which is going to be questioned when you have kids. Not to mention how ugly and retarded you look. You know? If life is that bad, fix it. Okay? Another thing that is really, oh my God, this disturbed the hell out of me, y'all. And for a lot of y'all, sit down, because this is really going to be a shocker to y'all. Okay. I have this friend who's a teacher, not in the town I live in, but in a whole different town, which is really fudging crazy, because in this town is a lot smaller than our town. And to mind you, we don't even have a school in our town. We have it in the county, but we don't have it in our town. Which really throws me for a loop for her to even tell me. But she picked up this notebook and didn't bother to read it, didn't think nothing about it, because back in our day when we passed notebooks, we were passing sign books, where we wanted to be nosy on what was your favorite color, who do you like, who do you go with, what's your stupid shit we ask on the computer nowadays. Anyway, so she don't thought nothing of it until these girls tried to break into her classroom. Kids breaking into a classroom for a notebook. Okay, this notebook is very important. Ding, ding, ding. So, the only thing that's left in this person's mind is to read this notebook. Folks, for real, if you don't want to know the truth about your teenagers, don't pick up that notebook. Don't do it. In this notebook, these girls were talking about orgies. Orgies, y'all. We back then were talking about maybe teasing this guy for the weekend to get a ride in his car. These kids are spending the night with other kids so they can perform these orgies. Because in this notebook explaining that that's not actually sex. You're not sleeping with a guy, so it's not sex. Oh my God, you dumbass kids. That is sex. That is the start of sex. That is foreplay. Okay? Y'all can't do that kind of stuff. Okay? We thought we were bad. No ma'am. No sir. Dear Jesus, Lord have mercy on y'all souls out there these days. No, we wasn't doing them things. We were called teases. You always had the one whore in the group that you knew was a sure thing, because if you tease too much, you don't want to go crazy and get blue balls and die, which is not true, y'all, because if that's true, then females can die from blue lips. And we're not dead yet. Y'all, we've got to talk to these teenagers. This is crazy. This is just freaking crazy. Our babies thinking it's okay to have oral sex and foreplay and not thinking it's sex. It is sex, y'all. It might not be stick your thing in and rotate back out a few times and hello. It might not be that. But kids, that is sex. Any way you want to look at it, that's sex. You can get a disease from it. You get a reputation from it. You know, come on. If nobody else in this world gives a rat's ass about you, don't be one of them folks. Because you are all you have. That's it. It is a privilege to have any kind of human contact or human anything these days. Because we have, well, for instance, here I am. I'm on the computer. You know, it don't take but about 15-20 minutes out of my day to do this. But it's not human contact. I can't touch you. You know that little, I'm not touching you. Yeah. Well, you know what? You are touching somebody. No matter what it is. If I was standing here and I pulled off my clothes and I went to town, that is still a form of sex. You don't show yourselves. You don't let nobody else touch you. You don't do that stuff for video cameras. You don't take pictures of yourself and send them. Oh my God, I tell you, if I catch my daughter doing that stuff, I'm going to videotape it. So whenever I go to court over it, they get my damn jail sentence right. Because I'm going to beat her ass. You hear me? Y'all have got to talk to your kids. You got to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, because this world is getting really screwed up. Our kids aren't understanding what sex is these days. Our kids aren't understanding the importance of life these days. Our kids aren't getting the damn parenting they obviously need. They're not getting it from school. They're not getting it from everything else. They're getting it from each other. Is that what y'all want? Do you want to know that our kids are taught by other kids, and it's not by books, and it's not by, they are physically doing this stuff. Anyways, I'm glad that y'all taken 8 something minutes here. And I really didn't mean to babble on like this, but this kind of stuff just really irritates the hell out of me. And to sit there, I've had parents call me and tell me about my youngin. Well, you know what? I know what my youngin's doing. My youngin talks to me, and what my youngin don't tell me, it's not like my best friend ain't over there at the turn. I know everything. No matter what you want to think, if it's not your friends telling me, if it's not my daughter telling me, if it's not the parents telling me, it's the school telling me, or it's her email telling me, or it's her attitude that's telling me. But you know, something is telling me because I'm paying attention up here. She might have a mouth. And you know, if that's all that she ends up with in this darn teenage stuff, more power to her. Hats off, Harley. Because, by God, it hurts me to where I don't understand how we can let our kids do what they're doing. I don't understand it. I'm not going to upload nothing else to this because this is like fixing to hit 10 minutes. I got to go. I will be back with a part 2 on this shit. Okay? Y'all have a good day. This is Mandy.